So you live in Hamden and you're looking for a dog trainer. You've come to the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know so you can find the perfect professional for you and your dog. Because really, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Making your life together better right here at home. Things like just enjoying a peaceful walk on the trail or running errands on Whitney Avenue without any stress. Okay, here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with why training in Hamden is unique. Then we'll talk about different training methods, what you can expect to pay, the most important questions to ask a trainer, and finish up with some local rules and great resources right here in town. All right, first up, your dog's life in Hamden. See, great training isn't just about learning sit and stay in some quiet room. It's about getting your dog ready for all the specific sights and sounds they're going to experience right here. Just think about it for a second. Your dog needs to handle the traffic on Whitney Avenue, politely share the Farmington Canal Trail with bikers and joggers, and not get totally overwhelmed at a busy event in Town Center Park. Or what about learning to be a great hiking partner on Leash at Sleeping Giant? A local trainer gets all of this. They know these exact situations. So what makes a good trainer? Well, it really boils down to two big things: their training philosophy and their professional qualifications. This is so important because it's the whole foundation of your dog's training experience. The method that's widely seen as the most effective and humane is called positive reinforcement. It's pretty simple, actually. It means you reward your dog for doing the right thing. This approach helps build a really strong, trusting relationship and just works wonders for teaching skills kindly.
And because of that, you'll want to avoid any trainer who relies on things like punishment, intimidation, or force. Those old-school methods can often backfire, you know? They can make a dog more fearful or even aggressive, which is the last thing you want.
Now, in Connecticut, trainers don't actually need a state license. So how do you know who's legit? Well, certifications are a really good sign. For general obedience, look for something like CPDTKA. That stands for Certified Professional Dog Trainer Knowledge Assessed. If you're dealing with more serious issues, like major anxiety or reactivity, a certification like IABC-CDBC is what you're looking for. It shows a deeper level of expertise in behavior. Okay, let's talk about the practical stuff. You've got to find the training format that works for your dog, your goals, and, of course, your wallet. You're mainly looking at two options: group classes or private training. Group classes are awesome for learning around other dogs and people. It's built-in distraction practice in a safe setting. On the other hand, private training gives you one-on-one attention for very specific problems, like, say, if your dog goes nuts when the doorbell rings. They can tackle that problem right there in your living room. And what does it cost? Well, here are some typical price ranges you might see around Hamden and New Haven County. A 6-week group puppy class could be anywhere from $160 to $300. A single 1-hour private lesson usually falls somewhere between $90 and $150. This just gives you a ballpark idea of what to expect. All right, let's say you've found a few trainers you're interested in. The next step is a consultation call. And being prepared with the right questions is going to make all the difference. Let's go through the must-ask list. The very first, most important question: ask about their training philosophy. You're listening for them to talk about positive reinforcement. This one question tells you so much about their entire approach. Next up, don't be shy about asking what certifications they have. This is where you can listen for those credentials we talked about earlier. It shows they're serious about their education and professional standards. Then, ask if they create a custom plan. You know, every dog is different. A one-size-fits-all program just doesn't cut it. You want a trainer who will build a plan specifically for your dog's needs and your goals. And based on that plan, they should be able to tell you exactly which of their services they recommend, and more importantly, why. This way, you know their suggestion is actually tailored to you. You also want to know what the process looks like once you start. Ask them, how will we know we're making progress? And what kind of communication or support can I expect from you? Knowing about follow-ups is key for success. And last but definitely not least, talk about money. Get all the details on their fees, any package deals, and their cancellation policy. It's always best to have this stuff clear and in writing before you commit to anything. Okay, let's bring it all back to being a dog owner right here in Hamden. Knowing the local rules and where to practice your dog's new skills is a huge part of being a responsible member of the community. Here's a big one you need to know. In Hamden, the maximum leash length in public is 7 feet. It's a rule that's enforced, especially on trails and in parks. So that standard 6-foot leash you probably have is perfect. A few other quick reminders. All dogs over 6 months old have to be licensed with the town every year. You'll need proof of rabies vaccination for that. And just be a good neighbor, right? Be aware of the town's noise rules when it comes to a lot of barking.
So where can you go to practice all this new training? Hamden has some amazing spots. Brooksvale Park has a seasonal fenced-in area that's perfect for working on recall. The Farmington Canal Trail is your go-to for practicing walks with real-life distractions. And Sleeping Giant is just fantastic for building focus during a nice, long hike.
We really hope this helps you find the perfect training partner for your journey. Because when you have a well-trained dog, it just makes everything better. Every walk, every time a friend comes over, every trip you take in town, it's a better experience for you, for your dog, and for everyone else.